All right, guys. Just wanted to close the stream soon today. This one be a short one because look at the price action. It's very slow. Um, but I marked down the trade setup that I would have taken. I did not today. Because look at the price action. Anyway, I'll go through this Asia session today, and this is also because of the holiday. So the AM session also is probably likely going to be skipped on my end. Look at those. So this should have been a no-brainer. Should have gone just like rook through these one and two. But anyway, and the third one. So looking at what happened today it was holiday. I wasn't trading at all. Okay, so but look at the price action. This one would have been an easy setup. In the AM session, you had the very clean relative equal highs. Price went lower and took this first. Okay, so that was your manipulation. Then target, just take any order block here, target that. Then there's your inversion fair gap, close below, entry, and then all the way back to here and 0.5 level. So let me show you. Sum this to this. There's 0.5, so it failed to reach that, and then went all the way back up into the optimal trade entry, and then again, just again, almost stop hunted those, trying to trail, but then finally went lower. But then again, our setup would just be until this 0.25 or 0 level. The NQ, let me just quickly check if anything's different there. I think one thing was different, that in NQ, it actually did not hunt those. So that was, again, an indication that it would likely to roll over those, come back once again, which that's why I didn't see this setup. I was looking at NQ, and then when it actually hunted those, and then again, look at that. This one did the hunt, that one didn't. So I was looking at that inversion, clear inversion setup, change in state of delivery right there, went lower, failed to come to constant encroachment. This is the, or even the low of this SIBI, which is the breakaway gap now. So this one is the one which you go short on. This is breakaway. And then that one is at the constant encroachment level, target that, and then 0.5 level. So again, if you see that one also doesn't go, then again, there's the relative equal lows there. It went up. Again, take those jokers out, went lower into this favorite gap, went up again, and that's it. This wasn't tradable much, but if you want it, that's like a simple bread and butter setup. Because of holiday, this is how it happens in holidays generally. Okay, roll over the buys, stop the buys, and then stop the sells here. Okay. Now in the Asia session, which is what we're doing right now. So today, because it was holiday, it went only until like one o'clock. So there you go, 1 o'clock. Stop there. This is the constant encroachment somewhere here between these two new day opening gaps. Market opened up, dumped lower. There's fair value gap. Tried to go lower. Stop hunt. Went lower. Okay. So again, I wasn't looking at all this price action. I'm just revisiting what happened and how we could have leveraged this. Went lower, lower, lower. We're not doing anything here. We don't know what's it's trying to do, but look at the market structure. Um, just it's not doing anything other than just like going lower. So lower, lower, and now once it had did that, so that, let me see if anything happened there. So that's 726. There you go. See that? 726. This gave an SMT inversion setup. So you had SMT divergence 26. So 23, just to confirm. Yep. So you have SMT divergence here. Yeah. So you would have taken this trade as soon as it closed above, then tap back into uh, volume balance. This target all the way up here. Uh, Probably this overblock. And then in here, you would target, again, this SIBI. So you got that target there, or this overblock. And then it failed to take the Asia session highs, wants to create those relative equal highs for later, and then went lower. Take those jokers out who didn't close their trade. Then again, gave an inversion setup here. Again, it failed to reach, look at that. It is failing to reach the swing high. It means it's still bearish, but I'm micro scalping for longs if I want to. If you don't want to, then you wait and see what sort of setup it presents, okay, for short. But shorting is, again, any market which has been dumping lower, shorting is only possible at optimal levels. So likely that. So there you go, short, and then target that, okay? My bad. There you go, short, okay? So that's the level anywhere here where you go short. But then again, it's not what I would usually do in this markets. So again, there your setup. Very minor fair value gap there. This is the one where you probably get short. Stop loss here, but then target is not getting T2R, so you would probably skip that. Wait to see this get traded to, then see if market wants to reverse. Very choppy price action, likely gonna stay away. Wait for macro. The time it did that, macro is already gone. Okay, so I wait. So that's why you see me taking this setup. I didn't take it in the sense like I didn't push the buttons, but you saw me mark that fair value gap, which I saw that later because I joined this live stream, I think, near here. But I saw that fair value gap and I marked that immediately and it wants to go up. Now, one thing it could have done is I don't want to take a trade there in this price action because I could all the way go up here one more time and then push higher. So you didn't see me pressing the buttons, okay? But you saw me put the setup. If it wants to go higher, it wouldn't come below this with this order block. So it can go and tap in. Okay, that's very much likely. But then it can't close below this fairly the order block. Okay. If it does that, then it's likely to come here and then move higher. So it didn't do it. I mentioned that, then closed above. That's the order block now. Tap back in again, just chopping around. So this is what I don't like. Now anything could happen, but I would like to see this gets taken, and then if that, we can just run through it, create a balanced price action, BPR here, then this is likely to be taken, and then again, we could just keep doing that overnight and take that too. But we're not interested in seeing anything now. Look at the chop. Just anyone's trying to go short, long, and full port the accounts, they're basically doomed. So look at that. See, that's what I'm saying. Anything can happen. It can tap back in there, then move higher, tap back into this, and then move higher. So you basically see the optimal levels. It can very well come back to this fair value gap, okay, before going higher. So it wants to take those people out. Look at if you were here, if you bought targeting that, your stop loss would be somewhere here. So it wants to take those out and then move higher. That's how the market works, okay? All right. Honestly, there's nothing to trade for me today. Anyway, like I don't like to trade on holidays a lot, especially like at this session where there's zero interest for people. And likely we're gonna see some chop around until probably tomorrow PM session. There's 10 o'clock medium impact consumer confidence news. Okay, so we might see something there. Wednesday would be nice. There's no news. Thursday there is 8:30 news. Okay, so I'm hoping there's no NFP or something. Okay, so Thursday should be good too. Friday should be good too. So people who are impatient are gonna get chopped in this. Okay, like I said, it can do very well. Take that low. Okay, go back in the live stream just 2 minutes before this started to run. I told you it can take those jokers out. Okay, and this is what it's trying to do now. It already did take out all the people who are trying to put their stop loss at the midpoint of the consequent encroachment of this fair value gap, and they're out already. That's why you see this wicks. They're it's eating those and then going up again because it has to offer the price. Okay, that's how you see the price action. You study the price action. Okay, and that you saw, it has to do that in order for this low to be taken and then trying to go below. It needs to show energy. It needs to show speed in order for it to go below this and then further down this. So if it doesn't show speed at this low, it means people are stop losses haven't been hit yet over here, and anything is happening yet. So all I mean to say is this could be a liquidity sweep and then it moves higher. But if it did that with energy, we're likely going lower. People are chasing shorts now, and then look at that. Told you, man, come on. Every single time. So now if you would say, oh, but then why didn't you take this short? Because this is not a setup I would be interested in. Um, if I have to show you how I would take this short though, look at that. That's 10.18, 10.7. That's basically sort of like an SMT, hidden SMT, where the price made lower low here, but the price made higher high here. Okay, so then on any order block, this one, you would probably take a short. And look at that. That's your bullish harami. And like, there you go. That doesn't work like that. It works here, if you know what this is. That's my typical changing state of delivery, but that's also my Lazarus model. Okay. Which I will talk about it in one of the videos I'm gonna post sometime if time permits. But anyway, that would have been a short setup, and I don't like to trade this. Okay, that's like a very quick scalp. You would want to take this, go ahead. I will look for longs. Okay, so now it has done this, and look at the sweep and trying to go back up. Anything can happen now. If it shows willingness to go up, then we're likely looking higher prices now. If not, if it does this kind of things, if it closes below, taps back in, booms lower. So you can't take a trade unless you really see the price closing how you want to see it. Okay. So I'm not interested in price action. Again, enough talking. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Be safe. Okay. I'll see you on Tuesday. Okay. Tomorrow, Asia session, if Lord willing. Okay. Bye for now.